Hi guys, Bob and PABrewNews. Here we go. Put that over there. Beer time. It is almost, almost my bedtime. Need a little work on the house again. You're going to hear that a lot. I do that pretty much every day. I got to get this house ready for many things. But anyway, it is beer time. We have a beer here from Smuttynose Brewing Company. So let's check this out. Smuttynose Brewing Company. And they come from, I think it was New Hampshire, but I'm not sure. Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Smuttynose Brewing Company. There's also a Smuttynose Island, but I thought that was Connecticut, but I'm not sure. Anywho, Smuttynose.com. This is a Homunculus, a Belgian-style golden ale. It's always been a very interesting label. If you can see the sperm going through to the egg, almost, and it's all the guys' faces going to the bottom of a beer bottle. I always just thought that was a very interesting, unique label. Definition for homunculus, I don't really know. Okay, Smuttynose Big Beer Series, obviously. Big beers in a big bottle released seasonally in very limited quantities after years of gestation. Our highly regarded hoppy Belgian-style ale, the Gnome, has been reborn as homunculus, impregnated with the loads of hop character, balanced with malt sweetness and fruit esters derived from a Belgian yeast. This golden color ale is ripe for the picking. Share some responsibility with your gnomes, your gnomies. Anyway, gahomie? I don't know. Anyway, excuse me. Ooh, had a little bit of fit there. This is actually a 2012, so we'll see what kind of characters these have after that long gestation period. It's longer than an elephant. Here we go. There you go. Pop the cap. A little streaming carbonation I can already see kind of forming around the ring. Water. And there it is. Soft sizzle, I can already hear it. ABV is unknown, so it must be 0%. Non-alcoholic, obviously. No head. Completely no head. If you hold it up to the light, it is definitely honey, golden, a little bit actually on a touch of an orange hue. There's soft carbonation kind of going up through it. Looks like it has a little bit of a body to it. Streaming legs, alcohol legs, are amazing alcohol legs on this one. I don't know the ABV though, but it definitely blankets and coats the sides of the glass. Aroma. A lot of alcohol notes, a lot of floral, perfumey, soft fruits. Pepperiness. You get a lot of that yeast ester coming through. A little touch of caramel too, but there's still a little kick from the alcohol in the nose anyway. So, cheers. Okay, you get a little bit more of a caramel sugars, but caramelized sugars, caramel, get a little bit of a brown sugar note too, just way in the background, mixing in with that caramel. There's a twinge of a darkness to that sweet tone, probably from age. Yeah, almost either a hint of a brown sugar or a hint of a butterscotch mixing in with some of that caramel note. Medium body, nice bright pepperiness though, still, but an earthy twinge. Definitely has that kind of floral, honey, perfumey note. Yeah, it's just a very smooth drinking beer. It doesn't have an alcohol kick to it at all. You're breathing out a little bit of that ethanol, alcohol, a little bit of the yeast esters. It's coming as pepperiness. It's coming out of that floral, perfumey honey. And overall, it's a balanced beer. It's not super sweet and it's not super dry. It's just kind of there, and it's wafting through. And you get this residual tone in your mouth. It's not clawing. It's not savory in that aspect. The sweetness is there when you're drinking it, and then it goes away, and you're left with this nice, soft, drying tone in your mouth, earthiness, pepperiness, and you're breathing out all of this big alcohol, not a bad ethanol, but lots of yeast esters, lots of floral, perfumey, almost a honey tone coming out. It's interesting for 2012 for a golden ale. It's a 4-year-old golden ale. Probably did have a lot more carbonation when it was first bottled. It probably gave a head and everything, because this is just nothing. No head, soft, very soft carbonation. But if you like a little bit more of a savory beer, that's not so effervescent and things like that, this aged, I think it aged really good. I didn't have a fresh one, but for what it is tasting right now, it's nice because it's just a relaxing beer. It doesn't explode your stomach like some Belgians do. It's just a little bit of that kicked up malt base to make it into that savory category, but you still get a lot of nice soft fruits, a lot of soft perfumey floral notes, yeast esters, pepperiness from the Belgian quality. That's nice. It's kind of a weird thing. It's weird when beers age. They do weird things sometimes. So I like it. It's been, I don't know, for the homunculus. Unfortunately, what happened was, this sounds a little silly probably, but I was told the homunculus, and I didn't even look at it, was more of a barley wine almost beer, because and I just said, oh, okay, grab, and I just grabbed a bunch of Smuttynose that day, and I just took this and I set it aside and I didn't look at it. So when I went through, I'm like, oh, cool, I'll get it, and I'm like, oh shit, it's a Belgian style, you know what I mean? So because there's a lot of great beers that Smuttynose makes in this big beer series for sure. I'm gonna shake up all that bottle conditioned yeasty goodness, and there's still a hell of a cloaked bottle. The bottom of the bottle is still very cloaked with sedimentation, but it has a beautiful hazy orange glow to it now. Wow. A lot more fruits in there now. A lot more like oranges, marmalade-y. Actually, marmalade kind of tones coming up. A lot of breadiness coming up now too with the yeast. We got much more Belgian-y in just that little moment. But man, it's tasty. It is tasty. Actually, I prefer with the yeast in this. It just gives it that nice, more creaminess to the body. Kicks up some of those fruits a little bit, so you're not so perfumey, so floral. Kicks up some of those fruits, and man, just smooth as silk. Nice bready caramel playing against each other. Oh wow. Man, but it's still got that nice savory edge to it, with kind of like that butterscotch brown sugar note too, mixing with that caramel, that bready note. Wow. Boy, that was a nice surprise. I'm so glad I put the sedimentation in. Boy, I was going to say this one was like an 8. I'm going to kick it up to a 9. Yeah, that is good. Yeah, but oh, wow. I like when I get surprised, and that surprised me. I didn't think it would change that much or get even better. Sometimes it tampers down too much when you put the yeast sediment in, but this one brought up a lot of nice things with it. There is carbonation, though. I am burping, so my throat went weird. So, overall, yeah. Without the sedimentation, I'll give it like an 8. With it, pop it up to a 9. This is Paul from PABrewNews. If you have the homunculus, if you've had it super fresh, if you had it super aged, let me know. I always like to hear your inputs. Anyway, this has been Paul from PABrewNews, drinking this beer, having a good time, gonna go to bed. Cheers.